Hello everybody, welcome back to ArdelleVision, where I, Ardelle, share my vision of my life with you. So hopefully you will start having a vision for yourself, because we all need a vision. A vision of love, Mariah Carey. Such a good song. So today is going to be a new series, one of many to come, called 10-Minute Tuesday Talks. So annoying. I like alliterations apparently. You know, I love my hyper-focused Fridays, but it's so very old of me. Here, let me get myself situated here. Hashtag new car cell phone holder, and then turn my car off so you can actually see me without me shake, shake, shaking. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, so 42 seconds in. I don't want to waste your 10 minutes with me. So today's going to be one of many series called 10-Minute Tuesday Talks, where I basically just talk straight for 10 minutes, uncut, raw, unedited, the real me, ArdelleVision, straight coming straight at you. So I can't edit clunky things like that out. And the reason being is because I'm old. I'm still a millennial, as I've said in the past, but I'm an older, more mature, you know, kind of like a good fine wine. I'm a mature millennial, and I'm starting to feel the aches of old age in the form of my hands hurt, carpal tunnel maybe, perhaps, arthritis, or maybe a little bit of tennis elbow. By the time I finish editing my videos, which I love putting a lot of effort into them, my hands are twitching, they're really hurting. You don't need to hear all this boring blither blather. But today's 10-Minute Tuesday Talk, which I was going to say Hyper-Focus Friday, is about basically reassessing where I'm at with my ADHD diagnosis and where I'm at in life. Because when I first started this YouTube journey and or self-discovery, just journey, whatever, just this journey, I started it, especially the YouTube video, because I was in a funk and I needed to get out of that funk because I was just funky. And I was actually just legitimately, I'm not depressed, but I was in a depressed spell and I just couldn't get out of it. And so legitimately, if you go to my first video, which is super amazing, just like all of my videos, go and see. And I remember waking up one morning and I literally just started filming. I just went for the gold. And it's just been interesting from that day to now, experiencing and learning and growing about myself. Well, that's not the right way I want to put it. I would love to edit this, but I'm not going to. So, ADHD. Never thought I would have it. Never thought I would be diagnosed with it. It took 32 years for me to finally get that diagnosis. And all I can ever think is, God, I wish I had it sooner. But I'm gracious and grateful that I have it now. What if I didn't get that diagnosis till I was 70 and I wouldn't have anything to, as I've said in some of my other videos, like attach to, focus on, hone in on, learn about, and then grow from that, you know? And that's what I've been trying to do these past couple months. Was diagnosed about 4 months ago, and that's not what I expected this channel to be, and it's not what it is, but it is a part of my life, and it has been very freeing to know that I have ADHD. What do I know about it? It's so funny to have ADHD, to then try to recite everything I've learned. I can't even recall what ADHD is to explain to somebody that might not know what ADHD is. And for me, it's a cognitive disorder that inhibits the ability to basically do life the way some people do. It's a way a brain functions. Our prefrontal cortex is not as developed. We either hyper-focus on something or we get super distracted and bored of it. So I feel like I'm getting off track a little bit. It is the inability to basically do administrative tasks, to focus on the things that need to be focused on. You get overwhelmed easily. You pretty much try to do everything at once or nothing at all because you're overwhelmed with trying to do everything at once. It's like you're squished in between like a couch cushion at everything you want to do. And then when you go for it, you start everything and finish nothing. That is what it's been like for me my whole life, having ADHD. I feel like if I would have had this diagnosis sooner, I maybe would have fought harder to correct some of my behaviors. And it's hard to correct a behavior when your brain is made up in a certain way to not be able to easily be corrected. And so I have another video coming out this Friday, a new Hyper-Focus Friday, which I'm super excited to share about, but we're not going to talk about that right now, although I want to. It's just basically, as I've learned about ADHD, there's been little things that I've read here and there about the way you should eat and certain sleep habits that should be done a certain way that help you kind of correct yourself. It's not really easy, but I've been trying to eat a more stringent, clean, healthy diet and trying to feed my brain in a more healthy way and not giving it so much sugar and not eating a lot of bread, which I know causes brain fog. I've read about this thing called a bullet coffee, and all of that kind of culminated together to, I guess I'm just going to say it and then I'll talk about it more on Friday, but I started the keto diet or lifestyle. I don't know what phrase to use, but I've been on it for about a month, and it's been it's interesting because some people start it for a diet. It was for me a diet for my brain. So I regret so much not knowing about it earlier. But anyways, I'm going to get more into that Friday, but back to ADHD and my journey. I am so excited that I know what I know, that I know what I know. I got to just stay focused on the positive here and just know that moving forward, I have an anchor within myself to know who I am a little more. And that's what getting diagnosed with ADHD did for me. Looking back, I think I knew I had ADHD once I found out about it. It was the one thing that was like the aha moment for me that I was able to grab onto and be like, that is exactly how I function. I'm not borderline. I'm not bipolar. I'm not fully depressed, or some people have severe depressive disorders, and nothing ever made sense for me. But finding that out is literally finding myself out and driving myself to become more honest and real with myself and forgiving of myself and free to roam about the country, but free to seriously share my journey with everybody that might be watching, whether or not you have ADHD or you are depressed. Like, I definitely recommend doing anything you can to figure it out. It took me probably, and I'm cutting myself off to say, I've been working on myself for years, to try to figure out why I am the way I am. Cause I was so curious. Like, I was just so curious. Like, who is this person? But seriously, I was like, why do I not do what that person does? Why does everybody make it seem so easy? But I feel like I'm walking upstairs with like a giant ball and chain around my ankle. And the reason being is because there was one, and there is one. Somebody recently said life doesn't have to be so hard to me, in a way that was almost patronizing, because they don't know my story. And I would never say that to somebody, because sometimes people's lives are really hard. And it was like, life doesn't have to be so hard. Maybe I was coming off a certain way. I don't know. But life before my diagnosis was really hard, because I was so hard on myself. I was so judgmental for my inability to pick a career, for my inability to fall asleep on time and to wake up on time and to go after the things I do want, but I have no motivation to do it because I don't know what I fully want. I do know my love of people and my love of entertaining. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Is something that I love. And I have a hard time believing that that could be a career. And for those of you that don't know, I'm quoting Mary Roach from American Idol auditions. You should check it out. Maybe I'll put a link in the description below. But, darn, what was I saying? Not able to choose a career. There was just certain things that had me down and out in Beverly Hills towards myself. I was just super nego. But that's not what I was saying. I was saying that I didn't think that it could actually be a career to be a motivational person, to entertain while motivate. Just kidding. Motivate while entertain. And I want those to be words that match, but they don't. Clearly I like rhymes, because I'm constantly spitting them. But I don't know what you all think of Hyper Focus Fridays, 10-minute Tuesday talks, but I do know that for me, I'm going to just start doing them, because that means I can connect with you all consistently on a more consistent basis, which is something I'm trying to build into my habits so I can create healthy habits. And it has really been a mental block for me to somehow try to veer around posting on time while my hands hurt so much, because I work at a desk job, as you all know. And I'm constantly, typing, accessing databases and everything like I do. And I so badly have I so badly want to edit and post videos, and I have so many fun, cool ideas, and I get behind the 8 ball because I don't have the bandwidth and the hand strength and the mentality to keep on it. And I feel like I'm like getting behind sharing things with you guys. So stay tuned for Friday. It's going to be another Hyper Focus Friday. Today is my first 10-minute Tuesday talk. If you like it, do you want me to make it 20 minutes or 2 minutes? Let me know. But thank you so much for watching. I am winding down on this 10 minutes, but this is just a reassessment of my diagnosis with ADHD. Thank you for watching again. I probably have said that 5 times. Love you all. Please subscribe. Click the link below to subscribe and that little bell so you can be notified the moment I post another video. Share with all your friends. Put a comment in the section below of what you think about this video and ADHD in my journey. So come along. Bye.